speech at the best and fairest that it was going to be a tough pre-season. Has it been the hardest you've done since you've been at the club?
Oh, they never get easy, but yeah, it's been pretty solid so far, and the heat doesn't help in summer in Perth here. So, but yeah, they're just as hard as each year.
So it hasn't been more running per se than you've done in the past?
Maybe the football sort of side has increased a bit, but in terms of being easy, yeah, it's still pretty tough.
Has the match simulation ramped up in the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, like probably more the football match sim stuff is starting to ramp up a bit now, so that's getting pretty tough.
Is it good when you've got a reasonably full complement out there to be able to do a lot of that stuff?
Yeah, it makes it easy when we've got fit and available players out here, and most guys are out in the field.
I don't know if you saw Fifey cop the knock. He seemed okay. Have you seen him since the end of training?
Yeah, I think it was just a bit of a tweak, and towards the end of training, just to make sure he's fine to go rest it up. But yeah, I think he's fine.
How's Jono going with his rehab, coming back from his back injury?
From what I know, I'm pretty sure he's tracking along pretty good. So I think it's a question for the docs, but yeah, from what I heard, he's gone pretty good.
It's the slightly later start to the season, starting in April. Is that going to help the group? Because there's a few boys still to come back in.
Yeah, I guess for the guys that have had post-season surgery and back a bit, it might help for them to get back, and it also helps us work on our game plan a bit longer. So yeah, it's probably going to work out good for us.
You've come off one of your most consistent seasons. What's the next step for you as a player heading into 2015? What are you working on specifically as an individual?
I just got to keep building, and can't just have one good year. I got to keep stacking them up, and I just want to make sure I'm fit and hopefully stay away from injuries, and just keep working on the things I need to work on and keep improving.
You've had a few soft tissue niggles in the past. Do you feel you've got great confidence in your body now that you're going to play 22 out of 22?
Yeah, well, at this stage I'm feeling pretty fit. We got a good medical team, physios and that really help us. So yeah, they've been great, and yeah, I feel good at the moment.
How they manage you, Steve? What's your program in relation to out here and of course in there? Is it a specific managed program for you?
No, just if I'm fine to go, yeah, full training, and but if there's any niggles, they might monitor it and just manage your load. But I've been fine this year.
You've been incredibly durable since you started playing. You played pretty much most of the games. Why last year did you have those few niggles? Was there a reason? Was it workload or otherwise?
No, I don't think there's any reason. Just I don't know. Just happens at training and in games. Just some tightness and soft tissue stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure why.
Are there any of the young guys that have come into the club that have really impressed you so far this pre-season?
Yeah, they all look pretty good. I think most of them are training and stuff. So yeah, they're all looking pretty fit, and I'm sure once they get used to the demands of AFL and that, yeah, they'll come along good.
Aaron Sandilands wasn't out there today. Is he having a few problems with his back?
I'm not too sure, but I think it's probably just some work management with them guys. They're getting a bit older, so probably just looking after them.
Have you seen Morrow since he had that little bit of the work on his knee?
No, I haven't seen him, but what I heard, it went pretty well, and I'm sure he'll come back good.
Ross said that the Dog medal count would give an indication of the new leaders in the group. That you had your best finish, I think. Would you like to be in the leadership group when the vote happens in a couple of weeks?
I guess we'll see. We have having our vote in a couple of weeks, and it's a player-driven thing. So I guess if the players vote, then I guess we'll just see.
You've not always been the biggest vocal guy around the group, but is it something you want to do a bit more?
I guess I want to grow. I've been around for a few more years now, so it's something I probably need to keep working on, and hopefully I can help the young guys and lead on the field and off the field.
Cool. Well done, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.